guys, Hannah here and welcome to another Mini Zentangle session. Today is week 6, day 4, and the materials we're going to use are a black micron pen or a black biro if you don't have one, a black pencil, a tortillon or a blending tool if you've got one, if not an earbud will be fine, and a white square piece of card. If you would like to pause the video, go and get your materials ready and sit yourself down comfortably, we can begin. So today's tangle is a very simple one, and I'm starting off with my pencil, and as in previous videos I'm just drawing lightly to form a square border by drawing a line along each of the insides of the square, and I'm then switching to my pen. And there are a couple of ways to draw this tangle, and I'm going to show you both of them, and then as usual I'll show you some examples of ones I've done at the end. So starting with a pen line, I beg your pardon, and drawing two parallel quite close together. I'm just drawing what I think looks a bit like a stick, or again two tram lines. I'm then turning it slightly to the side, and I shall try and get in closer for this one, and then about a millimetre down I'm just drawing a sort of oval shape, and you'll notice that I've not gone beyond the two lines, and I'm just going to colour either side in, and then following the exact same shape, starting from this point here and ending at this point here, I'm going to draw another sort of squashed oval shape. And I'm going to continue repeating that, but each time I'm going to finish it slightly before the one before. In other words, I'm making them a little bit smaller as we go up. So looking at it that way, that's what we've got. And then at the top, you can just leave it like that if you want, or you could do a couple of dots. And I'll show you another one just so that you can get an idea. So starting off again with the two tram lines. This one I'm going to draw slightly different. I'm going to draw a smaller black shape at the top, and it's again slightly curved. And instead of joining them like I've joined this one, I'm actually going to just draw a line, which when you look at it like that, looks a bit like a sad face. And then I'm going to repeat that, and you'll notice that as I keep repeating it, they're staying a similar distance apart, and they're staying with that same shape, but they're getting smaller and smaller until you get to the top. And then at the top, I'm just going to draw a little squiggle and then a couple of dots at the top. I hope that one was easier to show. And then finally, the example I'm going to show you is one single line as opposed to two. And then when drawing around the outside, like I suppose it looks a little bit like an ear or a sideways C, I'm going to go even lower down this time round, and again I'm keeping the same curve, but they're getting smaller as they go up until I can't fit any more in. So the principle of them, they're all pretty much the same, but they actually have a very different effect. If I was going to draw this for my own tangling, I probably would choose this one, purely and simply is because I prefer the way that it looks. Now with shading, it's slightly different for the ones that's got the 2 lines to start off with, because I would put a little bit of pencil at the top of those 2 lines. And then down the side on the left or the right, I would just follow that contour and just put a little bit of pencil. And again, all I'm doing is going in, and you'll notice that I'm very lightly, I'm not doing this smudging as much as I normally would. That's because I only want to put a little bit of pencil on. And that's pretty much it for that tangle. So I'm going to show you some examples that I drew earlier. So here's one that I drew where I've done the same as the first two with 2 original lines. Here's one I've just done on an angle, and this one I've done with a squiggly line. Here's one I've done where all 4 of them have got the 2 lines, and I think these look a little bit like beehives on the top of these ones. And I've done a couple of ways at the bottom to show you. So I've just come up with this one at the first one and just put a little kink in at the bottom. With these 2, I've just splayed out those ones, and it just adds a little bit of well, difference to them, I suppose. And here's one that I've drawn I drew in the same way as the third one, and these remind me of little jester hats. And again, they've each got the single line, and you can have them curved or straight. Again, it's entirely up to you. It's your piece of art. And the final 2 examples I've got is this one here. I've drawn almost like it was in a potted plant, and I've drawn the outer 2 with an arm coming off of it, and also the pattern along the top. And then with this one, I just wanted to try something different. So it's the same as the third one that I drew on the first tile, and all I've done is found my center point, and then from each corner from the pencil border, I've just drawn from each angle, and I think it looks quite nice. But what this one does is it gives me 4 more sections that I can add some tangling into. So go ahead, play, have some fun, and then send me some pictures when you've done it. I hope you've enjoyed today's session. Please join me tomorrow for another tangle. Bye for now.